Quick disclaimer, please remember that all of this is concept art, so it may or may not have changed in the final game. Again, all of this will probably not be final, it may look a bit different, it may not even be in the final product. Before we start, I'm going to play the segment of the Bethesda E3 conference where it shows all of the concept art and whatnot, and we'll go from there.
Artist's concept, every button, every blinky light, not just on one terminal, on all of them. Because it's our belief that it's all of these small details coming together that form a much, much larger whole. Artist's concept, every button, every blinky light, not just on one terminal, on all of them. Because it's our belief that it's all of these small details coming together that form a much, much larger whole.
Okay, on the left here, I'm going to bring a bigger image up on the screen now so you guys can get a better look at it. We actually see one of the new flying enemies in the game. Now to me, these guys look like cazadors from Fallout New Vegas, you know, the ones that everybody hates. We actually get a better view of this further along in the video. And here in the bottom right hand corner we actually get a look at a new type of enemy, a new crab typed enemy, and to me this looks quite reminiscent of a Fallout 3 Mirelurk, and I'll bring a comparison image up on screen of one of those guys right now. And there is also gameplay of a Mirelurk Queen that I can throw up on the screen right now that you guys can compare with. Okay, we're getting into the juicy stuff here. On the bottom left hand corner you can see a new Morat boss enemy that shoots acid vomit at you, the Morat Queen. And I like what Bethesda's doing with this. I mean, if there was one thing that I could ask would come from Fallout 4, that would be that we have access to more boss variants of NPCs. They tried it with Fallout 3, but they didn't adventure too far into it. I mean, you had the Super Mutant Behemoth, the Fire Ant Queen, and the Mirelurk King. They were the only real boss typed enemies that you had, or the boss variants of enemies. And of course, what would Fallout be without aliens? No, I'm surprised they allowed us to see it this early. I thought they would have kept it until released, kept it a secret. But no, here it is, clear as day. I can say this pretty much confirms an alien sort of presence inside Fallout 4, or inside Boston. And I for one, I love that. I absolutely love the Mothership Zeta DLC, so I can't wait to see what Bethesda has planned in regards to the alien presence in Fallout 4. Okay, bear with me here since this image is so small. I'll bring it up onto the screen so you can see it, but if you look closely, it looks like a chain shot or a cannonball. A chain shot is something that's used by a ship. You shoot it at someone's sails, and it'll bring down their sails and stop the ship from, escaping. Now, if you think back to when Bethesda released the first Fallout 4 trailer, they gave you a quick glance at the USS Constitution note. I'll bring an image of that up on screen so you can see it. On the side of the ship, you can actually see slots where cannons would go in and you can fire them out. Now, along the lines of this Bethesda conference, near towards the end, they show a Brotherhood of Steel airship or vessel being shot out of the sky. Now, if we look back at the chain shot and the cannonballs, could this mean that we have to fight the Brotherhood and we have aerial combat? Again, I'm just speculating, but I thought I'd throw that out there. And now we get a little bit of a different look towards the aliens. If you remember back before when we were talking about the aliens and the image popped up on the screen, it showed the face masks, they were smashed in, and now in this image, the armor's perfectly fine, they're just in their suits. So this makes me, again, speculate, but is there some sort of alien base where all the technology is fine, and then maybe we take it over, or maybe we even destroy it? And this is the memory den. Now, if you look closely at the image, you can see the dog there. Dog meat, I don't like calling him that, but yeah. You can see the dog there, and inside the pods you've got humans. Inside the pods, they're more than likely visiting past memories. We haven't had a full explanation as to what the memory den is yet. At the start of the video I said we get a much better look at these guys. The shot still isn't the best, but we get more detail into it. These guys give me a real Cazador kind of vibe, as I said earlier, but hopefully it's not as bad as the New Vegas kind of deal. We'll see. But yeah, I believe that's everything. If you did like what I did here, please leave a like. If you think I missed anything, post in the comments. But other than that, have a good one.